cool. All right, Shalom. Before we begin this lesson, I want to give all honor, praise, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kodash. All right, double honors to the elders and the apostles I learned from. They're the leaders of all Israel today and the ones that have the 100% truth, all right, and taught me everything that I know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Shalom. And Shalom to you Israelites on highways and hedges, giving up your body as a living sacrifice, and being obedient and diligent, and giving up, your body as a living sacrifice, and sacrificing your life daily out there on the highways and hedges. Shalom to you. Shalom to you, Akwaf in order, meaning you Israelite sisters, and shalom to you Israelites who may look like these other nations, but your seed line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, making you a Hebrew Israelite. Shalom. All right. Another late night live, bit of a spontaneous, random one, but it's on my spirit to bring this out because I've come across a few clips that kind of coincide with each other, and I thought, this will make a good lesson. You know what I mean? And Lord willing, to be edifying to those who have the ears to hear, man. Of you of the hopeful elect. All right, stay tuned. I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy this lesson. But first, before I begin this lesson, before I get into the meat of this lesson, I want to kind of address something that I mentioned, that I brought out in a past live lesson I did. I think it was the last live lesson I did. It was about apparently Donald Trump was saying that he's getting ready to cut off child support for the women that are basically he's given them a choice between receiving a tax return at the end of the year or the beginning of the year, and child support. You can't have both, and although the days are coming where Eve is going to catch hell because the benefits are going to be cut off, unfortunately, the time isn't just yet, because that happened to be a rumor which was circulating and going viral. And I just want to kind of address that. So I'm going to show you the video I'm talking about, and we'll get into that first because I want to clear that up while I'm here doing this lesson, and then we'll get into the meat of this lesson. All right, so bear with me 1 second. All right, so this is the video right here. Lord willing, the sound comes out clear and everything. But check this out real quick.
So Trump just tweeted this morning that any woman who put her man on child support, or baby daddy or ex-husband or whatever on child support, has automatically lost rights to tax returns, earned tax, child credit, all of that. You lose it. Only the man gets it. That might sound like a joke till you realize he has literally about 100, executive orders he's going to pass on the first day.
And, although that is a good thing if that was to happen, which, could happen still, but that didn't happen. All right. I just want to let you know that. And this is where the video originated from. I'm going to show you right here. So check this out. This is where it came from. Oh, Thawada, bro. Thawada, you said the audio, GMS in his likeness. Shalom to you, brother. Yahweh Shem Yahushai Barakatah to you and yours. Says audio is Tawab, my kingsman. Thawada. All right, so audio is good. That's good to know. All right. And Shalom and Yahweh Shem Yahushai Barakatah. Yeah, same. Likewise, bro. Right. Let me quickly bring this out. So check this video out, and keep in mind, this is where the original video came from. This is the original video that went out that had everybody reposting it, and it went viral, and people were thinking that this was true, was actually not true. All right, I'm gonna show you real quick. One sec.
Oh my God, Trump just tweeted, if you put your baby daddy on child support, that the baby daddy now gets all of the income tax. What?
Payback's a motherfucker, ain't it? Never.
Hey, Lord willing, I don't get a copyright violation for that last bit with the music. But as you can see, people just do shit, man, for clicks and likes, for clout. You know what I mean? Because they ain't got nothing going on in their personal life. So they want to make up little stories, which is dangerous, man. This is part of the reason why Esau is gonna come down and limit our internet access. You know what I mean? Like our freedom of bringing this word out. He's gonna come down on us, man, because of things like niggas like this, man. Think it's a joke to just spread rumors on the internet. I don't know if he didn't think it was gonna go viral or what, but it did, man, because it's a serious issue. It's a serious topic, and brothers out there are gonna take this thing serious, man. But here's his confession, and I do give him credit where credit is due, because he did actually, which a lot of people don't do, he did actually come out and say that he made the whole thing up. And when I came across this, which was like a day or two ago, this is why I had to bring this out in this lesson, just to clear this up, man, because he even had me thinking it was true. Although in the beginning, I didn't think it was true, because I did a bit of research to find out if it was true, and I couldn't see anything. But when I saw a lot of other people posting it and confirming it as being true, I automatically thought, yeah, it is true. And I went with it too. I was fooled. But check this out real quick. This is his confession.
That Trump child support stuff, I made it up. I made it up 6 days ago. It's going viral. My video alone has 12 million on TikTok and 1 million on Instagram. But I was just making it up in my car because I said, have y'all heard Trump just passed? I said, I'm paraphrasing, but I said, Trump just tweeted that if you pay child support, the baby daddy get income tax. What? And I said that, and all of a sudden, it went wildfire. I'm saying duplicates of the video, people using my sound, some people just creating their own narrative of it, but it's fake. He didn't pass nothing. It's a good conversation that everybody having, but it's fake. So I just want y'all to know I'm the original person that did that. I was playing around. Thank y'all for the conversation, the dialogue. You can go check it out, like I said, on my TikTok or on my Instagram. I pinned it, so it's like the top video, and it's people just took off. So don't believe it. It's fake. Ha ha.
Yeah, it really pisses me off, man, because he's just clout chasing. You know what I mean? He's talking about he pinned it. Nigga should have took it down, not pin it. You know what I mean? When something goes viral is misleading people, man, you would take it down. You know what I mean? And confess earlier than 6 days after. You know what I mean? Sitting there collecting all the glory for from clout chasing, and then the thing turns out not to be real, man. That's a joke, man. These people in this world, man, are a damn joke. Yeah. Hey, GMS in his likeness, Sirach. No, Ecclesiastes, not Ecclesiasticus, Salakia. Ecclesiastes 10 and 14. A fool also is full of words. A man cannot tell what shall be and what shall be after him. Who can tell him? That's right, man. Niggas are full of words, want to be seen, clout chasing. All right, it says Sirach. This is Sirach, not hold on a minute. Let me bring out this next one real quick. Proverbs 29 and 20. Seest thou a man that is hasty in his words? There is more hope of a fool than him. See? And this guy is a fool, because a man that talks too much is counted a fool. The scriptures say a man that holdeth his tongue is even him that holdeth his tongue. Roughly paraphrasing, like even a fool that holdeth his tongue is considered counted as wise, because you can't read that person. You know what I mean? If they're not running their gums, man. So that's a fire precepts, Ark, the water for them. Bring out this one real quick and then we'll continue. Sirach 16 and 23, he that wanteth understanding will think upon vain things, and a foolish man erring imagineth follies. That's right, man. You know, there's foolish people, that's their characteristic, man. They all imagine is follies, man. How can I get clicks and likes? How can I get attention? Niggas will be seeking attention, man. Vainglory. That's what it comes down to in a nutshell. It's vainglory, man. So, you know, I had to clear that up, man. And like I said, I didn't first just blindly believe because, you know, a prudent man looketh well to his goings, the scriptures talk about. But let me, hold on one sec. Let me show you something real quick, right? Let me show you something. Bear with me. Here we go. So let's blow that up. That's full screen now. How we full screen that? There we go. Right. So this is the person, some woman that on Instagram. You know, I get loads of people sending me different clips and things like that because they know that, you know, I'll bring it out mainly in my stories on Instagram, but sometimes I might do a lesson on it if it's, you know what I mean, if it's lesson worthy or whatever. But this girl sent me the original video back January 17th, right? And that's when I first came across this video. And I responded, I watched it and I just responded that I tried to research this and can't see if it's true or not. Right. So then, she said that she couldn't see if it was true either, but she hopes it was, right? Because obviously she's in the right spirit and she knows that women deserve judgment for how they've been behaving in this world, right? And then she sent me another video like a few days later that basically kind of confirmed that it was true, right? To me anyway, it seemed like it was true because now it's spreading and other people are confirming it. So I was like, all right, cool. The water for that. Since then, the video got deleted. So I didn't take a screenshot of that because the actual video got deleted. It does state that video got deleted and it shows our further conversation. But yeah, that video got deleted. But either way, I would have saved it. So it's one of the ones that I've probably posted recently. But yeah, it turned out it wasn't true, man. But at first, I was like, I ain't gonna really share that because like I've done my research. I looked and see if it was true. And to me, it wasn't true, And I thought, I'll wait until I hear further on it. And I was fooled, you know what I mean? So here I am correcting it, right? Now that that's done with, because I don't want to make this whole lesson about that. We've already gone on, 13 minutes, and we're not into the meat of the lesson. Now, the lesson is about the hypocrite, this lesson, right? Because we all know, us in the know, we know who the hypocrite is when the scriptures speak about the hypocrite, and not all scriptures that mention hypocrite is talking about Esau, because there are scriptures that mention hypocrite when it's talking about our people being a hypocritical nation, right? But in this particular lesson, I'm going to focus on Esau, how he's a hypocrite, because I came across a few clips that made me really put spirit on me to do this lesson and to bring this out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and play these. I've got them in order as to, how I want this lesson to go. We'll see how it goes through the spirit, but I'm going to show you the first video and then we'll get into a few scriptures, all right? Because Esau Edom, which is the so-called white man, the nation of Edom, right? Every nation and every race of people in the scriptures have a biblical nationality. They're not called white, black, Chinese, Arab, and all that, man. All right. Those are terms that we use, us in the world. But in the scriptures, it was originally the Edomites, Moabites, Ammonites, Elamites, you know, Hamites, all of that, right? Now, the nation of Edom is described as the hypocrite in the scriptures. There's many names for the nation of Edom, one being the wicked, the ungodly, the devil, all of that, man. But they're talking about the same person being the nation of Edom, the villain, okay? The one that's just screwed this whole life up, this whole experience that we're experiencing. He's screwed it up and made it a nightmare, right? We've been born into a damn nightmare, freak show, man. But this nation of people is known as the hypocrite. Let me before I ramble on, let me bring out this first clip I want to show you, and then I'm gonna speak on it. And check this out. AR people are the best, man. And you know he was trying to be you know, um he wasn't trying to be too crazy with his words and stuff, so he held back on the cursing, but you know what he was trying to say. You got to be out your goddamn mind is what he was trying to say, right? But you know he's right, man. You know, and you'll find that the most of the people that are complaining about immigrants is Edomites and heathen, mainly Edomites, but the rest of the heathen nations, they're joining in league with Esau too, talking about get them out of our country, go back to your own country, deport them, you know, all of that, right? You got a few of our people doing it too. A lot of them could be tares. Well, a lot of them are tares, you know, without a doubt, but a lot of them are just wicked two-third jakes, man. But at the same time, you know what I mean? Esau is a hypocrite when it comes to immigration and stuff, man. That's why I just, you know, I just can't stand to hear these devils always talking about people being foreigners or being illegal immigrants, because this man was the original illegal immigrant, but he holds himself not guilty, man. As the book of Zechariah explains how they slay us and hold themselves not guilty, you know, but that's their spirit. You know, they can never be wrong. They always got to be right. They got a self-righteous God complex, man, you know, and no one wants to address it. No one wants to speak out, but that's where we come in, because we're gonna, man. We ain't gonna hold our tongue when it comes to this devil and his hypocrisy, man. So I just wanted to show you that, right? Now let's go into a scripture real quick, because the first scripture I got on deck. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Hold on a minute. Did I Hey, did that video come out? Did you see that video, or was it just audio? Because I'm not sure if I actually brought that to the stage or not. If you could just let me on the comment board whether you saw that video or not, I'll appreciate that. You know what I mean? If not, I'll play it again. I might just do it again just in case. It was only short anyway. But I think I might have messed that up. It's all good. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'll bring that video out real quick again, and then you'll see what I'm saying. One sec.
Now, what I do find interesting is that when 30,000 Ukrainians sought asylum here in the city of Chicago, nobody said a mumbling word. But all of a sudden, indigenous people who are trying to get to a land that was robbed from them through colonization, they want me as a black man to be mad at them? You got to be out of your freaking mind. I walk through the valley of the shadow of death.
Hey, I love that little clip right there, man. You know, but that's the mayor of Chicago, and what he was saying was facts, man. You know, in a nutshell, these Edomites are hypocrites. You know what I mean? Complaining about immigration when these people are the original immigrants, man. You know what I mean? The people that they're calling immigrants are the indigenous, all right? And just because it was a long time ago and all that, no, man. You still stole something and it's found in your hand. You still possess it. Just because it was a while ago don't mean that it's null and void now and that we need to just forget about it and put it in the past. No, it don't work that way, Esau. And that's what these devils always like to say, man. Because you know what I mean? It you know, if it means that they're being judged for what they did in the past, they don't want to hear that, man. They don't want to hear about karma unless they're not on the receiving end of karma. If they're on the receiving end of karma, then that you know, they don't care about karma anymore, man. These people are hypocrites, you know. Let's bring out this scripture real quick in the book of Job, chapter 20 and verse 4. It says, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, right? So this has always been true, a true statement, right? It says that the triumphing of the wicked, meaning the victory, you know, these people are on top, they're thriving, they're winning, right? That the triumphing of the wicked, Salakia, the wicked is Esau, Edom, right? Pursuant to Job 9:24, Malachi 1 and 4. It's the nation of Edom, which is so-called white man in the earth today, right? It says the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite, but for a moment, right? So these people, although they're triumphing, you know, they're living it up, they're succeeding, they're doing better than everyone, every other nation in the earth because they possess the world, right? Seems like they're winning, right? But it ain't gonna last forever. All right. The Lord is a God of justice and balance. Yahweh Shem Yahushai is gonna bring balance back to this earth, man. These people are not gonna ride off into the sunset with the things that they've done, man. That's not the way this thing works. It's never worked like that, and it's not about to work now for these devils, man, and their diabolical plans that they have for us, what they call useless eaters, right? Let's go into the meaning of this word hypocrite, right? And I know a lot of you know what it means already, but we're just going to do it for edification's sake, right? It says hypocrite, right? A hypocrite is a person who acts in a way that goes against what he or she claims to believe or feel. So they say one thing and do the opposite, right? They say, oh no, you're supposed to do this, but then, or you can't do this, but then they'll go ahead and do the same thing, man. That's one example of being a hypocrite. It says here, it continues to go on to say, it says, for example, a person who complains about litter and then litters themselves is a hypocrite. That's an example, right? It says the word is used to describe someone who says they have particular morals or beliefs, but behaves in a way that shows these are not sincere. And Esau is not a sincere person. The scriptures speak about how, you know, in Habakkuk, what is it, 2 and 3? Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. They ain't upright. They're hypocritical, man. That's not the characteristics of a man that is upright. The scriptures have nothing good to say about the nation of Edom, and his track record is a witness against him. This guy is a damn devil, a demon, the problem, the cancer. And they love to, when you go on a comment board of any topic involving race, especially involving Muslims, they always talk about cancer, cancer this, cancer that. You're the damn cancer, okay? And the whole world knows it. The whole world's starting to see it, man, that you people are the problem. You know what I mean? It's just that you control the world. So, you know, you got, although you're in the wrong, you seem to be triumphant for this short period of time. But what does the scripture say? Let's go back to it, man. It says that the triumphing of the wicked is short. It's coming to an end, man. Okay, and you can see the downfall of their kingdom happening before our eyes, the fall of the wicked, man. They ain't coming back from this. Their glory days are over, and in the end, prophecy is going to stand, man. It says, and the joy of the hypocrite, but for a moment. So these people are hypocritical as hell. We've just showed you what the word hypocrite means. Let's I want to bring out another video real quick, right? Because this is, you're gonna see where I'm going with this. Watch this. Now we all know about Kyrie Irving and all that, right? The anti-Sem. Let me bring it out real quick and we'll speak on it.
So y'all got Nick Cannon fired and made him publicly apologize. Y'all got Kyrie Irving suspended and made him pay a donation to a Jewish organization. Y'all made Deshaun Jackson publicly apologize. Whoopi Goldberg, y'all got her suspended. Y'all tried real hard to cancel Kanye and make him lose his billionaire status even back in the 90s. You got Professor Griff kicked out of his own group, Public Enemy. But
and there's even more that he didn't even mention. You have this rapper named Wiley in the UK, right? Here in the UK, where I live, there's a rapper named Wiley, and he started to speak out against these small hatters, these wall humpers, 1948ers and fakers, right? He started to speak out against them, and then, you know, he got criticized and sanctioned and punished and all sorts for that too, man. So, you know, I just wanted to add that, but let's continue on with this real quick.
you let one of the richest men on the face of the planet perform one of the most, if not the most, anti-Semitic gesture, and you all have been silent, offensively silent. There have been no calls to cancel Elon Musk, no public outrage from the Jewish community, no demands for a public apology, no severing of ties to any of his businesses, no demands for him to make a donation to a Jewish charity or to be taught about Jewish history, nothing at all. And it's starting to look very suspicious. So my question to the Jewish community is, why is there so much aggression and energy put into making Black celebrities apologize for making comments that could be misunderstood or mistaken as something else? Why is there so much fervor in making Black celebrities denounce any association with being Jews? And because you all have been so silent, you have led us to draw our own conclusions. And here's the two conclusions that I've come to. Black people must be the Jews of the Bible. And you all relate more to the people who did that salute than we all would like to believe.
Hey, man, that's facts. All right. And he made a really good point there, you know, that might have, you know, a lot of people might not have thought about. You know, because that salute that Elon Musk did, that went viral. You know what I mean? Everybody knows about that salute. But when you go on the comment board of videos that are posting that salute, you got nothing but Edomites defending him and saying he was just throwing his heart out to the crowd. You know, damn devils, man. They hold themselves not guilty. Just like I said earlier, man. You know, let me just bring that out because I'm speaking on it, but there might be some that might not know what I'm talking about, right? Let me bring that out real quick, right? Bear with me, Salakia. So I don't know the exact preset. I'm terrible. I should know by now. I bring it out quite a bit, but my memory is crap. Anyway, this is Zechariah 11:5, right? It says, whose possessors slay them, right? Because our possessors is Esau Edom. They possess us. They have us in captivity. You know, they stole us from the west coast of Africa, dispersed us throughout the four corners of the earth, right? Which was ultimately the curses that the Lord put on us, but he used the wicked as his sword to do it. The Edomites, right? The so-called white man. Right, so their possessors slay us. You know, the police, you know, it's well known that the police in America always shoot us down and get off with it, right? They get off scot-free, or they get paid leave, a paid holiday for it. They get basically rewarded for it, right? Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. So they are the judge, they are the jury, they are the lawyers. You know what I mean? The court system is their power, it's their strength, it's their teeth. You know what I mean? And they have a firm grip on our people through the court system, right? So they hold themselves not guilty. They say, nah, you know, this officer was doing what he was supposed to be doing. That filthy little black man should have complied, they say, right? He should have complied. He didn't comply. It says, and they that sell them say, blessed be Yahweh, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not, right? But the point is that they hold themselves not guilty. Now, this particular scripture is talking about how they gun us down in the streets or whatever. They kill us, they slay us, right? And then they get off with it because they hold themselves not guilty. But it goes hand in hand with their characteristics when it comes to them on the comment board. When you're dealing with racial. Oh, Salakia, 1 second. I didn't even bring that up. 1 second. Let me go back. I'm terrible at this live sometimes. Where is it? Zechariah. All right, let me read that again because I don't think that came up, right? So, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. This is Zechariah 11 and 5. And they that sell them say, blessed be Yahweh, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. And like I said, this is talking about how they slay us in the streets. But you can equate it to what's going on in the world today as far as you know, how they are on the comment board saying that they ain't done nothing wrong. You know what I mean? Like, oh, he was just throwing his heart out. He wasn't doing a damn Nazi salute. You know damn well he was, man. They just like to play us for fools. They like to, you know, they like to play games with us, man. But the prudent man foreseeth the evil. We see who they are. We see what's what. We're the judges. We know what the hell is going on and who's who and what their intentions are. Because we know what the scriptures say, that they have a perpetual hatred for us, man. So they ain't no fooling us, all right? Because the elect, Lord willing, we be of the elect, but the hopeful elect, the elect will not be deceived, man. It ain't easy to pull the wool over our eyes. We see we know who you are, we know your track record and all of that, right? Let me bring out another hold on, I always forget. Yeah, to the stage. I always forget, man. Bring out another preset real quick. This is Job 27 and 8, right? It says, for what is the hope of the hypocrite, though he have gained, right? He's gained the whole world. He's stole his way to the top, raped, robbed, and murdered his way to the top, right? And this is why the whole world worships this man and thinks that he's the rightful ruler of the earth, because he just so happens to be at the top. But he didn't get there righteously. He didn't get there justly. It isn't blessed by the Lord that he's in his position. He's just set up over us as our punishment, but his time, you know, is coming to an end because now we're returning to our Lord, you know, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and he's getting ready to take them down because their purpose is fulfilled. The scriptures say that the wicked was created, the Lord have created all things for himself, even the wicked for the day of evil. So the so-called white man, starting with the elites, they only exist in this earth for a particular purpose, and it ain't to be the righteous. It ain't to live side by side with us in harmony forever in the new earth that's coming, man. These people have fulfilled their purpose, and now it's time for them to go. It says, for what is the hope of the hypocrite, Esau, right? Though he have gained, when the Most High taketh away his soul. And what does that mean when it says, when the Most High taketh away his soul? It means that he's getting ready to go into extinction. The Lord's getting ready to take his soul away. He's not going to be reincarnated again after he's cleaned this world up through hardcore bondage and captivity for 1,000 years. And after that, it's bye-bye. We don't need you anymore. You're gone, okay? Because you don't know how to live in harmony with nature and with other cultures and other races of people. You're just a nuisance. You've got to go, man. Obadiah 1 and 18, let's prove that. It says, in the house of Jacob, right, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame. That's going into the northern and southern kingdom, okay? It says, in the house of Esau, which is the so-called white man, for stubble, right? More stubble. Stubble is something that's been consumed and there's nothing left of it, okay? And that's what Esau is prepared for, because he's the son of perdition. Perdition means destruction. It means that this man is going to cause destruction in the world, and then eventually in the end, he's going to be destroyed, right? So it says, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, right? For Yahweh have spoken it, meaning it's set in stone. It's going to happen. The Lord is not going to take this back. It's already written. It's part of this existence. It's part of this reality. It's part of the script. There's no reverse in this. No matter what he does, there's no reverse in this, man. He could have the change of heart all he wants. It's too late, man. It's already set in stone. Good riddance, right? So the Lord is getting ready to do away with them, which means that salvation is not for everybody. Because if salvation was for everybody, then why does this precept exist? You dumb Christians, man. I want to bring this out real quick. This is Job. What is it? Job 21. And I'll start at 19 and I'll get to the point. It says, the Most High layeth up his iniquity for his children. He rewardeth him, and he shall know it. And his children is the ones in this final generation that are living right now. So all the iniquity that they've done throughout the whole time that they've existed in this earth, man, they haven't received their judgment for that. So their judgment is coming upon, it's been heaped up and piled up and collecting until the Lord ultimately, puts that judgment on his children, which are here today, right? So it says, the Most High layeth up his iniquity. Iniquity is sin upon sin for his children, the Edomites, the so-called white man. It says, he rewardeth him, and he shall know it, because we've been bringing out for years that this man is going into slavery and then extinction, and that his judgment is coming, the downfall of his kingdom. We've been proclaiming this from the rooftops, on the highways and hedges for a long time, right? And on the internet. So this is why it says, and he shall know it, because although he's scoffing right now, when he sees that we ain't joking, when he sees it start to happen, he's going to know that Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is the true God of Israel, and that we really were the chosen, and that we had the truth, man. It says, his eyes shall see his destruction, which they're witnessing right now, and he shall drink of the wrath of the Almighty, right? God is all love. He just loves everybody. These people are delusional as hell if they think that the Lord is going to allow them to do what they've done to not only us, but this world, and get away with it. Don't work like that, man. It says, for what pleasure have he in his house after him, when the number of his months is cut off in the midst? So, what is it brings us back to, that brings us back to Job 27:8. For what is the hope of the hypocrite, though he have gained, when the Most High taketh away his soul, right? It goes hand in hand with this here, Job 21:21. For what pleasure have he in his house after him? What is it all for? Your children ain't going to enjoy the fruits of your labor, rape, robbing, and murdering your way to the top. Your children ain't going to enjoy that, because the number of your months is getting ready to be cut off, man. You're getting ready to die. The Lord has set the bounds that you cannot pass, okay? It's as simple as that. It's very plain. It's very straightforward, as his ways are plain to the holy, they're stumbling blocks to the wicked. None of the wicked can understand this, man, because they have this self-righteous God complex, as if they're God's gift to earth. Like they say, God, I'm God's gift to earth, right? And they really think that they've civilized the world, they've made this world better and all that. They're a damn joke, man. This world is absolutely disgusting under their rule, man. It's a damn ghetto. It's a big-ass joke, right? We'll leave that there. Bring out another video or two real quick, because I got more I want to show you relating to this whole topic, man. I'm going in on Esau today, man. To hell these damn devils, man. They got to go. These people are a big-ass problem, right? I don't know why I did that. 1 second. Bear with me. It's get confusing sometimes. All right, check this out, right? Because Donald Trump, since he's come in office, he's making moves, proving that he has not good intentions for you so-called black people, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Let me not forget the biblical Israelites, right? He hates the tribes because Esau's soul is at war with our soul, man. We've been struggling since the womb. Genesis 25 and 19 on down, right? When Jacob and Esau were in the womb, they were fighting. Since the so-called white man came to this earth, we've never gotten on. We've never got along, right? Now, Donald Trump is coming to power and he's talking about make America great again, right? You know, which a lot of people may see it as, hey, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with making America great again? You got to understand when these devils talk about make America great again, they're speaking in code, okay? When they say America great again, they don't have you in mind. You're not America. You're not the America they're talking about, man. Check this video out, and I'm gonna speak on it in just a sec, man.
We're getting reports from the Washington Post this morning that Donald Trump has temporarily shut down the Civil Rights Division of our Justice Department. The hypocrisy here is immeasurable. The Civil Rights Division protects marginalized communities and keeps an eye on our cops. They are shutting down investigations into local police forces. This after Donald Trump just issued a blanket pardon for 1,500 people who stormed the Capitol and beat up Capitol police officers. The Civil Rights Division keeps cops honest. It has investigated the Louisville, Kentucky Police Department after the killing of Breonna Taylor. It investigated the Minneapolis Police Department after the killing of George Floyd. In the past decade, the Civil Rights Division of the Justice Department issued scathing reports, sometimes entering into consent decrees with police departments like Los Angeles, the Phoenix Police Department, the New York Police Department, recently Baltimore, Worcester, Massachusetts, Oklahoma City, and of course, Ferguson, Missouri. The Civil Rights Division of our Justice Department has repeatedly accused many of these police departments of using excessive force, unjustifiable, deadly force, unlawfully detaining homeless, discriminating against Black, Hispanic, and Native American people. The Civil Rights Division of our Justice Department has accused our local police of violating the rights of people exercising their First Amendment protections. The Civil Rights Division of the Justice Department has accused local police forces of discriminating against people with behavioral health disabilities. It is the Civil Rights Division of the Justice Department that tries to keep the cops from being fascist. Donald Trump, according to the Washington Post, has ordered a freeze on all civil rights enforcement inside our Justice Department. This is unprecedented. Damon Hewitt, president and executive director of the Lawyers Committee for Civil Rights Under Law, tells the Washington Post this morning, quote, "It's beyond unusual. We've never seen this before at this scale with any transfer of power, regardless of the ideology of any incoming president or administration." He went on to say this should make Americans both angry and deeply worried. This is more than just a changing course of philosophy. He said this is exactly what most people in the civil rights community feared, a Justice Department that was created to protect civil rights, literally abdicating its duty and responsibility to protect Americans from all forms of discrimination, unquote.
And your boy DJ Trump, right? He's showing his horns, right? Because you know that's what is it? The Illuminati playing card, right? It's got that charismatic leader and that one that's talking about enough is enough. I always speak about that. Let me see if I can just bring it out real quick, man. Check this out. Enough is enough. Illuminati gang. There we go. All right, let's go to images. So this is what I'm referring to, right? Let's bring this one out. Let's blow that up. Oh, how do I make that big? View image. Just blow it up. All right. Just get rid of that. All right, so that's big as I can get it. But this is what I'm talking about right here, man. The Illuminati playing card, right? And you see how it's got the line in front of his face, like just under his nose. You see that line? A lot of people say that represents the bullet that whizzed past his face. You know what I mean? They put that in there. You know what I mean? Because remember, he got shot in the ear, didn't he? It was a near miss. They tried to attempt an assassination on his life, and it was unsuccessful, although it did kind of nip him in the ear. Why else would they put a line across his face like that? Because it represents what they knew was going to happen. It's all, they're playing you people like a joke, man. But this is that charismatic leader that they're referring to. And this Illuminati playing card game was from back in like the 80s or something like that, man. You know what I mean? I forget exact year it was, but it was way back in the day that this card game came out, and it depicts a lot of events that are meant to take place in this world as far as their New World Order agenda, right? Now, this being one of them, and you can tell right there that that's Donald Trump without a doubt. You know what I mean? He even looks like him, man. But he was always meant to be president because, like we say, presidents are selected. They're selected and not elected, man. You know? But you people, you know, you average people out there, you don't really understand what's going on in this world, man. They have a diabolical agenda that they've been planning for many years now. And, you know, scriptures speak about how the devil is going to come down on us having great wrath because he knows that he have a short time. These elites are obsessed with the Bible because they know it's all about rulership. The righteous that have a foot on their neck are at the bottom of society right now, packed in the ghettos and slums and put on reservations, while the Edomites are living the fatness of the earth, which was Esau's blessing, right? What was that? Genesis 27 and verse 40, around verse 40, that Esau would, one of his blessings was to have the fatness of the earth. This is why they're at the top right now, okay? Because it was all written from the foundation of the earth that it was going to be this way. All right. Nothing happens by chance. It's all a part of predestination. Now, Esau is at the top of society, and there's getting ready to be a switcheroo. And I did say that the scriptures say how he's going to come down having great wrath on us because he knows he has a short time. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly bring that out just to you know, show you, those who may not know, what I'm talking about, because I'm not just speaking out my ass, man. Let's bring that to the stage, and then boom. All right. So this is Revelations chapter 12, and the point is in verse 12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them." It says, "Woe," which means death and destruction, right? That's coming. It says, "Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea," the masses. Okay, the people that belong to this world, the people that are voting to make America great again and all of that. They're highly invested in this world, right? They don't want the kingdom of heaven coming. They want to continue this shit show we got going on, man. Right? It says, "For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath." That's Esau, man, with his agenda, his NWO, New World Order agenda. He's come down on us. He's putting the hammer down on us now. Okay. And I believe a lot of it is going to come through Trump's 4-year reign of terror that he's about to about to bring down upon us, right? It says, for the devil, which is Esau Edom, the so-called white man, it says, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. So he knows that he only has a short time to rule, because he knows the prophecies. As soon as he sees the Israelites standing on their feet and proclaiming the downfall of his kingdom, the prophets rising up and bringing it out, let's just say, right? He knows that that's a sign of his end, okay? And he wants to silence us, and he wants to try and beat prophecy and get his birthright back and all of that. But it ain't gonna happen, man. All right. And to back that up, let me just quickly, and I know this lesson ain't about that. I ain't trying to make this tool over the place, but I just want to kind of prove my points, right? So we're gonna go to the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 9, right? And I'll start up a bit because I want to put everything in the context. It says, let's start at 7, right? 2nd Ezra 6 and 7. This is Ezra's inquiring what's gonna be the end of the world, right? So he says, then answered I and said, what shall be the part and asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? Meaning the end of this rulership, the end of this reign of terror from Esau and these elites, got you working two 9 to 5s, man. Just keep a roof over your head and food in your stomach and clothes on your back, man. He's oppressed this whole world, man. It says, when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? So he's asking, when is gonna, what's the signs of the end and when's it gonna happen? It says, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. And you can read that in the book of Genesis, chapter 25, and around verse 26, I think it is, right? Because when Esau and Jacob, because they were twin brothers, the so-called white man and black man that you see in the world today, they're the main characters of this earth. Everyone else, all these other nations, the East Indians, the Chinese, the Arabs, the Japanese, they're NPCs, man. Non-playable characters. They're background characters. They're backup dancers. These people are not the main stars of the show when it comes to planet Earth, okay? You got us at the bottom that are bringing out everything as far as inventions and just our influence in the world, man. Like the things that we invented every genre of music. We're the most athletic. We make sports good. We made America great, so-called great, right? We did all of that. But then you got Esau. He's the one that has a reputation of going around and oppressing everybody, man, destroying destabilizing countries. The two main characters, one is at the top, one is at the bottom. It ain't rocket science, man, when you really think about it, okay? This is what's going on, all right? So it says, I'm going to start from the top again. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, right? Born of Isaac. It says, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. Now, this is very significant. Yeah? You can read about that in the book of Genesis, chapter 25, right? How Jacob's hand held onto the heel of Esau when they were born. They were joined together, basically. One came out and the other came out holding onto his heel. Now, that was very symbolic. That wasn't added in the scriptures just to make the story more interesting, okay? You got to understand every detail of this Bible has meaning, but it explains here because when you go precept upon precept, that's how you get the understanding, right? So in the book of 2nd Ezra 6 and 9 being the point, it says, for Esau is the end of the world, meaning the Edomites are not done away with. They're the ones that are ruling at the end of the world, which is Donald Trump and his family, the Rothschilds, DuPonts, Gettys, Oppenheimers, and all of them, right? They're the ones ruling the world right now, and then you got elites that are even above them that don't get, they don't really get seen like that, man. You know what I mean? They live in a whole nother different realm than we do. You know what I mean? They don't work 9 to 5. They don't have to do shit. They got underground tunnels where they get around and transport themselves, you know, advanced train systems and tunnel systems under the earth. That's how they get around, man. It says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So, you know, going back to Revelation 12 and 12, they know, it says, because he knoweth that he have a short time, because we're getting ready to rule next. And they'll be damned if they're going to go out without a fight, man. Right? Let me bring out another video real quick that you'll find quite interesting. Check this out, man.
Level. But Matt, my problem with this is, why are we so worried about getting rid of all of the Mexicans or Hispanics that are quote unquote here, if they're illegal or not? At the end of the day, many of them are paying taxes. Many of them have been here for generations and decades. And Matt, trying to get rid of 4 or 5 or 3 million people all at once is not going to work. We don't have the resources.
We don't have to do it all at once.
And secondly, Matt, listen, there is no such thing as an illegal Mexican immigrant coming into Texas.
Hey, speaking facts, this Jake is killing this Edomite. He's slaying him because truth is always going to trump lies, okay? Truth is always going to win in the end. It's always going to come out victorious. And what we're speaking is truth, but these Edomites thrive on lies. What you're witnessing right here, it says Fox Face Off. This is a political battle, right? Between Jacob and Esau. On the left, you got Jacob, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. On the right, you got Esau. And you remember how I said earlier how they hold themselves not guilty. Now you check out how this man goes on a defensive, and his points have no weight to them, man. You know, the points he makes hold no weight. Check this out, man.
Because they're only coming home. Texas, Arizona, and California was stole from the Mexicans.
Don't start
this
that nonsense.
all belonged
Don't
to
start
them.
that
So they're
nonsense.
only coming home, and then here it is, you white folks stole the land from the Indians, but yet you're the natural, real illegal immigrant.
So let's start with the things you said that are already wrong. First of all, they're coming here. They're not paying any taxes. You're telling me they're paying taxes? They're not paying taxes because nobody knows who the heck they are. No, they're not paying any taxes.
Matt, when they buy a product, they paying a tax on it.
Let's continue.
When they buy a car, they paying a tax on it.
Hey, it's true. You know, everything's taxed in America. They taxed money that's already been taxed. You know what I mean? Like you get taxed when you get your wages before it goes into your bank account. And then you have to pay tax again when you purchase things in the store, man. It's a damn joke. These people, all they know how to do is rob you. The scriptures say the thief cometh not but for to steal, kill, and destroy. And what have they done since they've come into power? Steal, kill, destroy, and destabilize countries, destroy your lives, destroy household, destroy the marriage, destroy everything you could think of. These people are the cancer, okay? Right? So this guy's going on the defensive, saying they don't come here and pay taxes, is what his argument is. But what did you do? Although they do pay taxes, but what did you do when you stole the land of America from the Gadites, the Native Americans, the so-called Native Americans? What did you do? Did you pay taxes? No, you didn't, man. These people treated you with nothing but respect and kindness, but yet you stab them in the back as you do because you're the wicked. You're the wicked that the Bible's speaking about. How is this not biblical? You've done too much in this earth. How the hell is that not biblical, man? You know what I mean? But you got these dumbass Christians that are so blind, willfully ignorant, because they want Esau to, you know, be hand in hand with us in the kingdom. They got this crazy freaky obsession with Esau, man. Stockholm syndrome at its finest, man. Anyway, forgive me for rambling. I'm gonna run it back a bit and then I'll continue on.
First of all, they're coming here. They're not paying any taxes. You're telling me they're paying taxes? They're not paying taxes because nobody knows who the heck they are. No, they're not paying any taxes.
Matt, when they buy a product, they paying a tax on it.
Let's continue.
When they buy a car, they paying a tax on it.
You come into this country illegally. That is a law that you're breaking. And that's why they have to be sent back to wherever they came from, They want to come through the front door. That is the correct way to come in. And the city of Houston has to stop allowing this, or we're never going to get them to stop coming in here. Look, Matt, that's what we got to do. Follow the law.
But Matt, where is the compassion that the indigenous Indians had for white people in this country?
What do you keep going backwards?
They let you all come in.
What are you going
and
backwards?
You came in and raised a whole lot of hell.
Don't start.
Trump,
don't
Trump
start
called
bringing up
Mexicans
history and try and
rapists.
explain
He called
what's
them
going
criminals.
on today.
Trump called the Mexicans illegal criminals coming into America. Well, the biggest illegal criminal ever coming to America was white people.
So you don't give a damn if people break into this country.
I don't give a damn.
I wonder what's going to happen when they come rob your house.
I don't give a damn about hypocrites who came here illegally and stole all of this and now want to blame them before coming back home. To all of the Mexicans, don't worry about this. Just keep having babies, and in 30 years, all these white folks will be under your control.
To Americans, let's stand up and do what the hell we're supposed to do and stop letting the city of Houston be an open door. This ain't no sanctuary city.
Don't listen to that.
This is a real city.
Just keep having babies, and at the end of the day, you'll run everything in Texas. Just keep having babies.
Now you understand why I got to come here every single week, and I gotta go after this man and maybe get through that thick skull one day.
In 20 years, you're gonna be the minority in Texas.
Hey yo, I'm tickled by that. I love that clip, man. that puts a smile on my face every time I see it. It never gets old. Because as normal, as per usual, you got Esau going on a defensive. The scriptures speak about how they hold themselves not guilty, but Jake is bringing out nothing but facts. Although I will say that, he was saying that you Mexicans keep having babies and then, it's going to fix itself. They're going to be the minority, this and that, right? That ain't the way to overcome the curses. I'm going to just throw that out there, man. Okay. Breeding them out it's not prophecy. That's not the way we're going to overthrow them. Although, you know what I mean? If the war was to go on long enough, it's probably the best weapon we would have against them. But at the same time, this man is such a damn devil. His witchcraft is so strong that, he's even got our people turning against the right way. And like I said, Stockholm syndrome amongst our people is a serious disease, and you got a lot of our people siding with this devil and trying to join hand in hand with him, man. Nat Turner would be turning in his damn grave if he sees what the hell is going on in this world today with all these damn coons, man, right? But I found that quite funny because it just proves how hypocritical they are when they complain about immigrants coming in the country, but yeah, they're the biggest immigrant there ever has been, man. Yeah. Bear with me. I'm gonna bring out right. This is Job 8, and I'm gonna start at 11. Right. Pay attention. Right. Job 8 and 11. It says, "Can the rush grow up without Maya?" Right. This is a rhetorical question, but basically, what the Lord is saying through Job, right? Because the word of the Lord is regardless of who utters it, it's the word of the Lord, right? But the Lord is saying here, can the rush grow without Maya? The rush is like a reed or a it's in the same family as the grass, right? But basically it's like a weed, right? Can the rush grow without Maya? Maya is like a marsh or a swamp, right? That's what's needed for the rush to grow, the reed. It says, can the flag, which is pretty much the same thing, can the flag grow without water, right? Rhetorical question, right? It says, whilst it is yet in its greenness and not cut down, it withereth before any herb, right? So basically, it's a herb that is known to grow, and while it's still in its greenness, it withers before any other herb. It doesn't have a long lifespan, right? Now check out verse 13 being the point. It says, so are the paths of all that forget the Most High, and the hypocrite's hope shall perish, which goes hand in hand with what? Job 27, I think it was. For what is the hope of the hypocrite, though he have gained, right? He's gained the whole world. What is his hope? What is it all for, though? It says, when the Most High taketh away his soul, he's going to perish, right? Job 8:13. So are the paths of all that forget God, because these people are known also in the scriptures as the ungodly. There's not a righteous bone in their body. All right. It says, so are the paths of all that forget God. It says the hypocrite's hope shall perish. You know, their hope of their houses continuing forever, their children and living, them being in power forever. You know what I mean? Them fulfilling their new world order agenda. Their hope is gonna perish. Listen, man, they can go into their bunkers all they want, their nuclear bunkers. They can go in them and think they're gonna come out and after the smoke clears and reign victorious on the earth and thrive and have as many Epstein Islands and Diddy parties as they want, right? They think that they're gonna do that, but they ain't. They ain't gonna live happily ever after where they can just be wicked, man. Okay? Because the hope of the hypocrite is gonna perish, man. Thus saith Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. I'll leave that there. Let me bring out another one, right? This is Job 15:34. For the congregation of hypocrites shall be desolate. And what does the scripture speak about? It says how the land of America, which is the land of the Idumeans, right? This is their central hub. This is where they rule the world from. You got Trump now. As a matter of fact, backing up what I'm just saying, Trump is coming out trying to make America the world's capital, basically, which they already pretty much are. They're the hammer of the earth, the scriptures say, but they want to make it official and be the capital continent of the earth, which, you know, rules over the whole earth and all that, which they already do. But Trump is saying something along the lines of he wants to make it official, put it on wax. So it says the congregation of hypocrites, the Edomites, shall be desolate. It says, and fire shall consume the tabernacles of bribery. So these people are getting ready to be nuked in this third world war. Yeah, I'll bring out that next precept. So Job 15:35, they conceive mischief and bring forth vanity, and their belly prepareth deceit. That's all they know. This is how they thrive, is through deceit, deception, right? And all they do is cause trouble. They make your life, they plot and scheme in these Bilderberg meetings on how to make your life more miserable. The scriptures speak about how their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall, man. Their whole purpose is to make your life a living hell. This is why you get more speed cameras set up. Everything, the price of food goes up, the price of rent, everything, more laws, more restrictions. Digital IDs and bloody MOTBs chipping you up so they can track and control you, man. They just making life hell. And there ain't no end to their wickedness. They don't know, they don't have a cap, they don't have a limit. Like, all right, we've reached it, you know, we're happy now, we've reached our goal. Scriptures speak about if the Lord didn't shorten the days for the elect's sake, then no flesh would be saved, man. Because these people are diabolical madmen, and mathematically they're headed on a path of destruction. Okay, and they're not about to have a change of heart, man, because these people can't be rehabilitated, the scriptures say. This is James 2:13. For he shall have judgment without mercy that have showed no mercy, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment. So these people have no mercy on us. It's just they keep squeezing you tighter and tighter and tighter, and they can never be satisfied, man. You know? I just wanted to make that quick point. That they're going to have, you know, the Lord is going to judge them without mercy. He's not going to have mercy on them. Okay. And they're going to deserve everything that comes their way. So you can't be feeling sorry for them when they're catching hell in the days that are to come. They're already starting to catch hell, but this is just like an appetizer, man. What's getting ready to come upon this nation is gonna be ugly. And I don't care if your next door neighbor Jim Bob is nice to you, he brings you a whites only pies. He brings you one of them whites only pies every once in a while and says, "Here you go, you can have one of my whites only pies. I made it just for you." It don't matter how nice he is to you, yeah. Though hand join in hand, the wicked are not gonna be unpunished. So the Lord is gonna have judgment without mercy that have showed no mercy, because they didn't show no mercy to us. It says, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment. Okay, so these people are gonna deserve what they get, man. It says, here we go, this backs it up. Isaiah 47:6. I was wroth with my people, angry with my people, right? Our people, the Lord's people, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Why was he angry with us? It's because of what we did in the past, man. We were sacrificing our children to gods like Baal, and all them. We were worshiping other gods, man. We were doing all kinds of witchcraft and all kinds of things, man. We did, following after the gods of these other nations, and we're still doing it to this day. Even something as subtle as celebrating Christmas and Halloween. You think I'm doing it for the children. It's I know it's wrong, but I'm doing it for the children. Why does the Lord said, "Call thou not call not thou common, which the Lord has called clean," or something like that. I forget. Acts chapter 10. They use scriptures to try and excuse eating pork and all kinds of abomination, man. That's a form of worshiping other gods, because you're not worshiping the God of Israel by doing these things that he tells you not to do, So the Lord is wroth. It says, I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand, right? Talking about the Edomites. The Lord gave us over to them. They didn't conquer us and steal us from the west coast of Africa because they're just so stronger than us. They're so superior. Our people will bash them up in a second, man, because they're weak, they're effeminate, they're gay as hell, man, as a nation, Even the way they speak, their mannerism, they're just weak people, man. Scriptures speak about how one nation shall be stronger than the other in the book of Genesis 25, and that's us. We're stronger mentally, spiritually, physically, everything, right? It says, but the Lord, it says, and given them into thine hand. So the Lord gave us into their hand because of what we did in the past. It says, thou didst show them no mercy. It don't matter if you're a young little kid or whatever with your hands up. What is it? Who was that little lad that ran away from the cops and they shot him in the back, man? Anyway, it slips my tongue. There's been so many. It was quite a while ago, but there was the I think it was Trayvon Martin. Yeah. But there's so many incidents where, Esau has had no mercy on the fact that you were young. He don't care. Or the fact that you're an old woman or an old man. He don't care. He's still gonna sit his dogs on you so they can chew your penis off. You know what I mean? That's the type of things he was doing. And he let it linger there for a minute before he tries to get the dog off, man. Because they have no mercy toward us. They're heartless. And thou did show them no mercy upon the ancient, right? Hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke, And that's twofold, because you got the ancient as far as the people that are aged in this world, the elders, right, are old, the older people. But then you got the ancient being the prophets, man. And what the scriptures say, how they shall seek to wear out the saints. They've laid a very heavy yoke upon us, man. I mean, me, for instance, right? I recently got in a position in my job where I was able to free up a bit of time by coming off a contract, right? So I don't have to work 5 days a week now. I just work as much as I feel I need to pay my rent. So on average, I work about 3 days a week, right? and that's only recently I've been able to do that, which has freed up more time for me to bring out this word. But now they're coming out with a law since Trump has come into office, and since this devil in England, I forget his name, has come into office and all that. They're trying to pass this law now where they're saying, no, you people have to be on a contract. So just as soon as I was able to free up a bit of time, now he's trying to take it from me, man. Very heavily laying his damn yoke upon us. And that's just a small example, you know, how this devil gets down, man. He just tries to make our life a damn living hell. He just wants us slaving all the time and then have just enough money to pay our rent, put a little food in our stomach, and that's it. That's what he wants for our lives, man. You know, and the Lord says, for the thief cometh not but for to steal, kill, and destroy. But I am come that they may have life, and that they may have it more abundantly. You know, roughly paraphrasing. I think I got it on point. But you know, the scriptures say that, man, that the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, no Yahushai, Salakia, he came to that we may have life more abundantly, man. You know, he's the deliverer. You know, Yahushai is our savior, not Donald Trump. Okay. Salakia, forgive me for rambling. Let me bring out another video. Hey, Shalom, brother Daniela. Our reasonable service 777. And this, by the way, everybody, you know, I've given a shout out in the past when I first got this, but this brother on the comment board that you're seeing right now, he's the one that made me and my brother a chain, and this being one of them. And also you got the lighter bracelet here that goes with it, that matches. And this brother actually made this for me and my brother, you know, out of the kindness of his heart, man. You know, the scriptures speak about charity covereth a multitude of sins. And I pray that that is the case in concerning this brother here, man. And brother's really diligent, bringing out a lot of good edification. So shalom to you and your brother too, Ak Thawada, man. It says shalom Akyam Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Barakatam. Yeah, Khan, man. Yeah. Keir Starmer. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, the when I said that devil that rules over England, the prime minister, I believe it is, of England right now, is Keir Starmer. I think that's his name, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's the one. And the water for that. And then yeah, call halayim la Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai Tham Yad Khan, man. Khan. Right. Let me bring out another video real quick. Because this is going to further prove how much of a damn hypocrite this devil is. Check this out.
My African brothers and sisters, come and see this.
One of the reasons that we think clay as a building material is actually the future of the construction industry.
The future of the construction industry. Wow.
It's wonderful versatility. You can make durable floors with it. You can carve it to form art, make bricks out of it for walls. Sculpt it to create free-flowing forms, polish it to make shiny plasters, pigment it to create color combinations of your desires.
What an amazing discovery that has never been discovered before in the existence of humankind.
Build ovens, benches, and even whole houses. Clay is such a versatile building material, and all the while you're having fun playing in the mud, creating community, and creating a better future.
You know, one thing I always say is that when it's us Africans that do it, it's called primitive. Now, our clay, our architectural designs is the future and is a discovery. Something that we've been doing since the dawn of time. We've suffered in this life. Yeah.
That's the hypocrite for you, man. So you know they they love to make black jokes, and they say that we came from mud huts and we were swinging on trees and all that, right? That they civilized us, and they used to make fun of mud huts, right? Now you got them making mud huts and glorifying it, saying it's the future of architecture and this and that, and all the things you could do with it and this and that. What a damn joke, man. You know, and that's just another video I came across. I thought I'd add to the lesson because it backs up the fact these people are hypocrites, just like the damn Bible's not damn. Salaki for that. And just like the Bible says, man. Oh man, these people are a joke. It's funny. let me bring out a few more things proving to you how hypocritical these people are, because you remember this image right here. All right. So you had that guy in New Zealand. Why isn't this full screen? One second. Blow that up. So you had this guy. It says that he 49 murdered at prayer by a Aussie, right? Not a terrorist. It ain't a terrorist when it comes to their people, right? Just the Aussie. But look at the image they put up on the front page. It's the front page of the Daily Mirror, popular UK a UK paper. But you see us from back in March 16th, 2019. You see at the top right here. March 16th, 2019. This is a real front page article. And that's the image they show of him. That's the killer, the baby, right? That's his dad holding him. But that they show his baby image, right? Now, if it was Jake, it would be the worst mugshot they could find. Because this is the accuser of the brethren, man. The hypocrite, right? So here he's talking about that the killer was an angelic boy, right? Oh, little snowy, little blonde-haired, blue-eyed. I was gonna say I think demon, angel, little blue-haired, blonde-haired, blue-eyed angel, right? Angelic boy who grew into an evil far-right mass killer, right? Not terrorist, evil far-right mass killer. Okay, they will not class him as a terrorist. When if you go into a damn mosque, and not only is it a hate crime, but this guy live streamed it, man, like it was Call of Duty. You know what I mean? He went through. It was quite popular back in the time when it happened. Obviously, it's been swept under the rug, as everything does, because you know there's so much going on, so much from this devil, that they just sweep things like this under the rug. But hey, let's bring it out. Let's bring it back into your remembrance, right? So they called him an angelic boy and put his little beautiful little blonde hair, blue-eyed baby photo up there. Not no mugshot, right? And this is how they do. This is how they play, man. Let's keep going, right? But this guy here, same paper, and Salakia for it not being as clear. I should have probably increased the HD of it, because I got technology on my smartphone to do that. It just slipped my mind. But either way, you know what I'm saying. They call this guy ISIS maniac, kills 50 in a gay club. But yeah, he killed the same amount of people as that other guy that live streamed it, right? But this guy did it. I'm not justifying it at all, you know, but they call him an ISIS maniac, right? It says at the bottom here, it says gunman sprays bullets at 320 revelers in the worst U.S. terror attack since 9/11. Wow. Terror. They got to throw that word in there, don't they? But when it comes to their people, it's not terrorism. It's just mentally ill. All right? So you've seen that on the right. And then you got another one here, right? This is the Guardian, basically saying, speaking on the same story. Carnage in New Zealand as gunman, right? Kills 49 in a mosque. No hate crime, no terrorism involved. He was just a gunman. Hypocrites, man. It says in the Daily Mirror, and this is from November 23, 2013, right? The baby-faced angel who became a serial killer Why are we seeing a pattern here, man? Because the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He controls the media. He controls the narrative. He controls the propaganda, because propaganda is a weapon. Obviously, Esau was blessed with a sword, which can also go into like a psychological weapon, not just physical. But they weaponize the TV and the media against us, man, by, playing with your mind, having you think that, it's only brown people that are terrorists. When it comes to them, they're just troubled children. They started out nice. Look at that. Look at the image they put up there. The baby faced angel who became a serial killer. It says here in the small writing here that you probably can't read, right? Let me see if I can actually. Here we go. Let's bring it closer. It says, "This is the angelic schoolgirl who grew up to be a serial killer. Joanna Dennehy, whatever, 31 years old, admits stabbing 3 men to death. Today, her ex-lover tells how she turned into a monster who scared the life out of me." So, point being, she's a baby-face angel, not no, not no terrorist, nothing like that. Just a baby-face angel, and they got the nicest picture they can find of her bright blue, pleasant, bright blue eyes. Beautiful little smile, little angel, right? Little schoolgirl. Okay, Esau, we see your tricks, your trickery, your guile, man. The wiles of the devil, man. And this is another incident, right? It says 16 of these children died, shot by this evil gunman. Now, this is a story from back in March 14th, 1996. This is going way back, but this is relevant. Front page, not too bad of a picture. He looks a bit, crazy like all these devils do. Looks like a PDF file, right? Typical Edomite. And it says, "He shot them all." That's all you see in big letters. That's what they want you to focus on. He shot them all. That's it. No terrorism, nothing. 16 children dead, 2 adults killed. Massacre of the angels. See, they were all Edomites that died, that got killed, murdered in cold blood, but they're classed as angels. You wouldn't hear that when it comes to Jake getting gunned down. I just thought I'd throw this in there. You know what I mean? How they stormed the Capitol. They stormed the Capitol on what is it? January 6th, 2021. It shows a bunch of crackers jumping over the wall. I thought this image was funny as hell, but that just shows how hypocritical they are too, because these people stormed the Capitol, but yet you got Trump just came in office and now he's freeing them, man. Just like what is it, Joe Biden, right? Yeah, angelic boy. That's right. Funny as hell, man. What a joke. But Joe Biden, right? His son is a crackhead, and he got busted with crack. But yet during the war on drugs, Biden was involved in making crack cocaine punishable by long-term jail, prison sentences and stuff. But yet, when it comes to the fact that it's his son, the law doesn't comply. The law doesn't it doesn't comply when it comes to his son, because that's one of his people, not only his people, but his actual flesh and blood, his son. So he gave him a pardon, man, right before he left office. He's like, shit, let me do this before it's too late. He always wanted to do it, but he thought, now it's now or never. So he did it right before he left office, and he pardoned his son, which was busted for the same thing Jake is still in prison now for, man. a damn joke. And what is the definition of a hypocrite? Remember, we brought it out earlier. Let me refresh your memory, man. It says a hypocrite is a person who acts in a way that goes against what he or she claims to believe. For example, a person who complains about litter and then litters himself is a hypocrite. So if you're complaining about drugs, crack cocaine, whatever, right? And you're making it punishable by long prison sentences, but yet you're pardoning somebody else for doing the same thing because he's your son, but yet you're not doing the same for other people, you're a damn hypocrite, man. The word is used to describe someone who says they have particular moral beliefs but behaves in a way that shows these are not sincere, because these people aren't sincere, man. They're devils. Let me see what else I got real quick. I think I got one more clip I want to play. Oh, actually, before I do that, let me show you how much of devils these are. I thought I'd throw this in there. Check this out, man, because these Edomites are strange people. Check this shit out, man. I know a lot of you have seen this already, but I need to show you this. Now I killed the audio because there's no point in having the audio, but check him out, man. This guy's tweaking. This is during the inauguration. This is Elon Musk, Kikius, aka Kikius, Kiki. But let me play it one more time in case you missed it. Look at him. Watch him. He's tripping. He's rolling, man. He's he's on that Molly or something. Oh man. His soul is not upright in him, boy. That's the wicked right there. I just thought I'd throw that in for shits and giggles, man. Hey, Shalom, Ak. Warriors for Yahushai. Shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahushai Barakatah. Right, one sec. I want to show you another one real quick. Check this out. Throwing these in for fun, man. I'm just having fun with it. Check this out.
You know, I was watching a video of Hitler tweaking. Hitler's on speed, you know, he did a lot of speed.
Yeah.
He's at the 1936 Olympics and he's sitting in the audience like this, like tweaking.
Yeah, I was like an actual footage of him.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's actual footage. So he's just rocking back and forth, tweaking.
Wow, he does have crackhead energy. That's amazing.
100% tweaking. So, I mean, there's no way you rock like that if you're not tweaking.
He's like fidgety too.
Where's his left hand?
He's touching.
He's got a glove.
Yeah.
His left hand's got a glove and he's rubbing a gun on his dick.
He's
Go back
jazzed
to that.
up.
Let me see that again. Replay, please. Look at this. How weird is that, man? How weird is it to see that guy? Go full screen.
Oh, yeah.
He's literally, I'm just joking about a gun. I don't think it's really a gun. But he's definitely got his hand on his dick. He's like a guy who's freaking out, and that something in his hand is in between his legs.
You said cane. I mean, you might be right.
I'm gonna go.
You said. I mean, you were joking about the gun, but I mean, could be.
Could be a cane.
Could be a Ruger.
Hey man, these Edomites are tweaking. They're all either jacked up on cocaine or whatever, but it just shows these people are hypocrites. That ain't normal behavior. This man's tweaking. He's on something, but yeah, they wanna lock us up for years for, you know, a little bit of weed or something. Craziness, man. Hypocrites, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna play this one last clip, then I think I'm gonna close it out, man. Lord willing, you've been edified by this lesson. I just had to bring this out. These people are hypocritical as hell, man. It's a joke, but it's undeniable. They can't hide it, man. Their skirt has been lifted. Check this out, man.
Ms. Crockett. Thank you so much, Mr. Chair. I am going to try to get through a lot quickly. As one of the few people.
Right. For this clip, you might want to turn the volume up because for some reason it's It's not coming out very loud. I don't know what's going on with it. I've got the volume up as loud as I can get it, but it's not very loud. Now, this video is about 5 minutes long. It starts off a little bit slow, but then when it gets around maybe 2 minutes in, you'll see she starts to kind of go in, man, on Esau and his his hypocrisy. So I thought I'd bring this out in this lesson, but you know, I'll bring this out as my last clip and then I'll close it out. All right, check it out. You might want to turn the volume up or something. Check it out.
People sitting on the dais who actually practice criminal law in the state of Texas, as well as licensed in Arkansas and practice there, as well as federal courts. One of the things that you said earlier, Mr. Beer, really stuck with me, is that there are already laws on the books as it relates to those violent criminals. And I know this because even though I hail from the great city of Dallas, I can tell you that when someone would come in and they were being held in custody for, say, a crime, they also had an ICE hold, okay? And that was for those that had maybe been deported before and had re-entered illegally and things like that. And so no matter what type of city you're in, I do want to be clear, federal law already, no matter if it's under the Biden administration or if it's under a Republican administration, we all agree that we want to be safe. And I think that's the first premise that we're losing, because there isn't something that is tatted on my head that says that I'm a Democrat and therefore you illegal bad person, don't come for me, go for the ones that have the R's on their forehead. Now let me be clear about this as well, because we've talked about crime and we've talked about fentanyl specifically, and this is also something that I have dealt with, unlike some of my other colleagues. And listen, I'm going to be honest, because I actually want to fix problems. And I actually have a really good senator in Texas, and I'm sure y'all can guess which one is the good one. But let me tell you, if we care about fentanyl, I have multiple bills for that. I started on the state level before everybody started talking about it, and I have federal bills that my senior senator has signed on to. So I welcome my colleagues, because I actually want to make sure that my communities are safe. But as we start to talk about crime and statistics, Mr. Beer, I want to play a little game with you. It's called rhetoric versus reality. And so I want to ask you, my first question, is this rhetoric or reality? Immigrants commit more crimes than U.S. citizens.
On a per capita basis?
Rhetoric or reality?
Oh, it is rhetoric.
Okay, thank you so much. Mr. Chair, I'd like to ask for unanimous consent to enter into the record this article, which states that undocumented immigrant offending rate lower than U.S. born citizen rate. And this is from nij.ojp.gov.
Without objection.
Thank you so much. The next one, immigrants are just living off the federal government and contribute nothing.
That would be rhetoric.
Okay, thank you so much. Mr. Chair, I would ask unanimous consent to enter study that says undocumented immigrants pay almost $100 billion in taxes. This is from the Alabama Reflector.
Without objection.
Thank you so much. My final rhetoric or reality question is immigrants only enter at the southern border.
Rhetoric.
Okay, right, because they enter all kinds of ways. I just wanted to make sure that I put that out there. In fact, I have a few more questions because I still got a little bit of time, which I usually run out of time. We have talked again about crime, and there's been this overemphasis on it. And honestly, I can tell you that I don't want anyone to be killed, whether it's here or anywhere else. There is nothing about me as the child of a preacher that makes me say that I want people to die, okay? So I feel as if my colleagues from across the aisle have decided that they are going to make immigrants the boogeyman. It's insanity to me, but they also are showing compassion for victims, which they should, but they have no compassion for people that are contributing to making us great in this country. So interestingly enough, I'm curious to know, Mr. Beer, if you know if immigrants contributed to these particular crimes. There was a mass shooting in Buffalo, New York that killed a number of African Americans as they were trying to shop for groceries. Was the defendant an immigrant in that case? Do you know?
No, he was a U.S. born citizen.
Thank you so much. Charleston, South Carolina, There were Black churchgoers trying to praise the Lord. They were killed. Was that an immigrant that perpetrated that or not?
No, that was a U.S. born citizen.
Thank you so much. Now, coming home to Texas, there was an El Paso shooting. Do you know if that was an immigrant or not?
No, they were targeting immigrants in that case.
In fact, each of these cases, it was white supremacists. And so the last unanimous consent that I'd asked for is this article that states that white supremacists behind over 80% of extremism related U.S. murders in 2022.
Without objection.
Thank you so much.
Ladies,
See, you know what I mean? But but yeah, a few little cases of immigrants committing crimes or whatever, which is bound to happen if you're letting that many people across the border. They're not all friendly. It's just human nature. It's just common sense. Like when you have a mass number of people, it don't matter what country they're from, you're gonna have murderers, rapists, criminals, and drug dealers and all sorts coming over, man. But you got to understand, Esau destabilizes countries and then causes these people to have to flee for a better living, which they've been sold a lie that America is the land of opportunity, the place where you can get, you can get ahead and all that. But yet, Esau will put the camera in the face of those that commit certain little crimes and then overlook these other people that are committing more crimes than these immigrants, man, and then put brown faces as the people that are the problem, man. You jakes, you tribes. Apparently, you're the problem. You're the cancer of the earth in their eyes, man. And you've got to go get them out of our country and all that. And they're coming down with draconian measure to make sure that they separate families and try to fix the mess they made. Problem, reaction, solution, man. They create the problem and then come like the savior. Make America great again, Trump, the great white hope, right? It's all a part of their damn deception, man. Because right here, I'm gonna show you a real quick image. What have I done? This is Albert Pike. He says, this is a famous quote of his. It says, "Whenever the people need a hero, we shall supply him." And Albert Pike is a 33-degree Freemason, right? Now, this devil, okay, because when you're dealing with Freemasonry, you're basically dealing with devil worshipping, you know. They have a lot of pull in this world as far as political and major decisions and things that go down in this world. But they supplied Donald Trump as the great white hope, the hero, man. And there's many things that they're having him do to make it look like he's a good guy when there ain't no good Edomite, okay? Nero, aka Donald Trump, he is an Edomite. Without a shadow of a doubt, he is of the nation of Edom. He's down with the small hatters and war humpers over in our land. And they have an agenda to, he's coming down trying to bring about warp speed 2.0, man. Okay, you can't forget about what he did his first term when he tried to get you all juiced up. All his supporters seem to want to be conspiracy theorists and speak out against that. But yet the very man that tried to put that into motion in warp speed, they want to sweep that under the rug and give him a pardon for that, which also proves how hypocritical these devils are, man. Okay. So, I could go on and on because there's many, many examples, but these are just a few that I've found as of late, which I kind of compiled together to put this lesson together, man, and bring it out, show you that these people are hypocritical as hell. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, man. Lord willing, you've been edified through this lesson. All right. And the water for the brothers on the comment board, you know what I mean? Bringing out precepts and adding to the lesson, I'm gonna close it out here. And shalom to you, Akim, and a few Aquafium that may be watching. All right. On that note, man, I'm gonna close it out. I'm gonna give all honor, praise, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kodash. All right. Shalom. Shalom.